All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. Let's take a look at our subscription goal. We are sitting at almost 9,300. We need 700 more subs to hit that 10K goal to give that $1,000 giveaway. And then we have 12K subs coming up to send a couple people to some games of their choice. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Dennis Burns is at the top. We have Kellen on this week. He's doing a great job so far, but that is the leaderboard right now. If you see your guys' name, reach out to us. BearsProfitPlays@gmail.com or on Twitter, BearsProfit @BearsProfit, and we need to get you guys set up so we can give you guys your picks out for the next couple of weeks. If you see your name, make sure you reach out. Also, if you want to become a member on our YouTube channel, we're going to be giving away $50 weekly to our members on YouTube. We have 15 to 20 right now. So if you become a member for just $4.99 a month, you have a chance to win $50 weekly. We're going to be doing that on our live show. We're going to put everybody on the wheel. We're going to spin it and give away $50 a week. So make sure you guys come check that out. Only $4.99 a month. Very cheap over there. And our plays are actually better over there as well. So guys, is going to do it. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get some NCAA football picks and props for Friday, December 29th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Have you start us off?
Yeah, I put a loss on the board. It was bittersweet. I actually put it in. If you guys don't believe me, I can send you my bet slip myself. It was painstaking, but I did. I bet NC State plus 2.5 against my K-State Wildcats. I was talking to one of my clients today. I was at a client, and we were talking about the sports betting show, and I was saying I'm a K-State fan. He's like, oh, well, what do you think is going to happen? I said, believe it or not, I picked NC State. And he said, oh, that's kind of a win-win. I said, yeah, it is, but I'd rather have my record be good. So it kind of was a shot to the heart. But shout out K-State, I guess.
Yeah, that was a tough loss there. I watched that entire game. I felt like NC State in the second half was much better than Kansas State, but Kansas State just made too many big plays, and that was it. But I had Rutgers minus 2.5 going up against Miami. It was really close in the first half. Miami looked like they were going to run away with it in the third quarter, and then the Rutgers physicality took over. They blocked a punt. They went up by 3. They never looked back. They won the game by double digits. So Rutgers minus 2.5 did cash for me. 1-0 day. Let's move on to the plays for tomorrow. Trey, how do you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be talking about this Memphis at Iowa State bowl game, and this should be a very entertaining game to watch. I'm a little confused of why the line is so massive, though. Give me Memphis here in this game plus 10.5. And earlier, whenever I was researching, it was 10.5 was minus 105, so almost plus money. It's already up to minus 123. So maybe Memphis is starting to get some respect, which I love. Iowa State, they're not world beaters by any means this season. They lost to Texas, KU, Oklahoma, Ohio, and Iowa. And Memphis, they have Seth Hennigan and Blake Watson, and that's all I need to know to back them here in this game. And whenever we factor that this game is literally played in Memphis at their home stadium, it just makes this line at 10.5 so much more perplexing to me, to be honest. And whenever we factor in these two offenses, Memphis, they average a massive 39.7 points per game, 7th highest in college football. Meanwhile, Iowa State, they only average 26.2 points per game, which is 13.5 points less than what Memphis did. I just don't think Memphis has the ability to get blown out here in this game versus Iowa State offense. So I'm going to take the points. Give me Memphis here, basically at home, minus 10.5 versus Iowa State.
Yeah, Trey, I really like that play there for you. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at Oregon State going up against Notre Dame in the Sun Bowl. I'm going to take the under 42.5 points in this game. I want to make sure the line is still 42.5 before I keep talking.
It's at 41.5, but 42.5 for you is at minus 124, so not too juicy.
That's fair enough. I'm going to take the under 42.5 in this game. I don't trust the either side. We have a ton of opt-outs and transfers that we need to talk about. Typically, I wouldn't take an underplay like you guys know, but both teams are going to be without their starting quarterback as Sam Hartman and DJ fill in the blank won't be participating in this game. It looks like both teams will also be without their starting running backs. I know Notre Dame's running back is going to miss the game, and Martinez is up for question whether he's going to play or not. He was arrested of suspicion of DUI. I would guess that Martinez is probably not going to play in this game. So that leaves us with both quarterbacks and out for both teams, both starting running backs out for both teams. And we have multiple offensive linemen and a couple wide receivers out for both sides as well. Oregon State's also losing a ton of coaching. Their head coach, Johnson Smith, expected to take the job at Michigan State. The offensive coordinator is following him at Michigan State. The defensive coordinator was promoted to be the head coach for this game. However, Trent's not going to be coaching this game. The head coach for Oregon State is going to be their passing game coordinator. So we have a lot of going on with this Oregon State sideline with both teams having 10 plus, 15 plus players not playing in this game. We're just going to take the under and hope for a defensive rock fight. If I were to take a side, I would back Notre Dame because Oregon State's got their hands full over there on the sideline, losing all those coaches and getting all those defensive coordinators and passing coaches to be the head coach and the offensive coordinator in this game. So if you're looking for a side, I'd take Notre Dame, but I'm going to take the under 42.5 as the play. Trey, let's go over to the player props and have you start us off.
Yeah, guys, and I was 1-0 on the player props. At least I backed the K-State player. In the player props, I gave out Avery Johnson over 62.5 rush yards versus NC State. Was a little bit sweaty. I think he got there on the actually very last drive for K-State, finished with 71 rushing yards. So shout out him for hitting the over. I love the locks. Wish I had him myself. Very bright future for K-State.
Yeah, and I had a 1-0 day as well. We swept the board. I had Kyle Monaghay to go over his rushing yards. He put up nearly 200 in this game against Miami. Physicality at Rutgers late. He had 100 yards in the second half as well. So he had a monster game. 2-0 day for us, Trey. Let's do it again. Start us off.
Yeah, guys, I'm excited to talk about my play today. I'm going to take us over to the passing yards. I'm going to take a guy that had a lot of expectations. Give me Cade Klubnik to go over 190.5 pass yards versus Kentucky. I really love this over for Klubnik in this game. This number is just far too low. Yes, we do see that he did struggle in his last game, only throwing for 100 passing yards against South Carolina. So I do think that we're getting a nice discount number here. Cade, he's going to want to finish the season out strong and on a positive note, and I think so will Dabo. And that leads me to believe that Clemson, they're going to want to put up a ton of points in this game. And this Kentucky pass defense is just not all that great either. They were the 50th worst pass defense during the regular season. That's because they allowed an average of 239.6 passing yards per game, which is well over this number. I think that Klubnik has a chance to hit this passing over by the start of the fourth quarter. So I'm predicting a no sweat bet here, guys. Give me Cade Klubnik to go over 190.5 pass yards versus Kentucky.
That's right. I like that play there. For my play today, I'm going to take another under. Ben Gulbranson to go under his 183.5 passing yards going up against Notre Dame. Like I said a little bit ago, DJ has entered the transfer portal, and they will be without their backup quarterback as well in Childs. So that's going to leave Ben on an island going up against a pretty good Notre Dame defense who did lose some players on that side of the ball, but they're still going to be flying around out there. This is the third year at Oregon State for Ben. He only threw one total pass this season. It wasn't completed for 6 yards, so he's got that going for him. But in his previous 2 years, his freshman year, he didn't play but 9 snaps. And last year, he had 1,500 passing yards, but he wasn't a factor for the team. I do think Oregon State's going to try to keep the ball on the ground in this game. I think that's the only chance they have to win. But going back and looking through Gulbranson's stats, he only threw for over 200 yards in 2 of his appearances last season. Everything else was under 188 yards per game, passing yards per game. And in a few games, he didn't even break a 100-yard mark. Even with Notre Dame not having some of their better players, they're still going to get to the quarterback in this game, making it very difficult for Ben to get anything going. I really like this game to be a low-scoring game. And with that said, I'm going to take an under for a player prop as well. Give me Ben under his 183.5 passing yards as my play. Trey, let's go to the graphic, and we will get out of here.
Yeah, guys, I'm going with Memphis as the home team here. Plus 10.5 versus Iowa State. They're playing basically literally at home in their home stadium. I feel like that's going to be a huge bump to them. Get to sleep in their own beds and then go play a bowl game. So I feel like that's going to help them out here in this game. High scoring offense. I'm also going with Cade Klubnik over 190.5 pass yards versus Kentucky. Guy's a stud. He ran DJ fill in the blank here out of town. So I think that he's going to want to show up and prove them right.
Trey, can you allow me to add Memphis to my card for 2 plays?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, hey, I think it's a good play.
I like it. I'm going to take Memphis plus 10.5 with you. I think that's a great play. I'm going to take Notre Dame under 42.5 yards, and then give me Ben under his passing yards. I think Notre Dame's going to be after this kid all game long. Guys, it's going to do it for NCAA football plays for Friday, December 29th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,